Friday, your day to reclaim your weekend and your life. I'm Flora with the Flora Sage Therapies Institute. In this week's episode of Fearless Friday, we're going to talk about how to be a powerful manifester. Now, I'm not going to rehash on how to manifest specific objects or items into your life because a lot of teachers cover that already. What I'm going to cover is how to be a powerful and harmonious manifester. Now, many times we tend to focus on the outward manifestations, tangible things, things that we can actually see and feel and touch and show people, like a house, a car, a cat, a job, something. What I'm talking about for manifesting is the inward type of manifestations. Now, I believe in the ebb and flow of life, how everything has a cycle and it's very harmonious. And certain times in our lives and in certain areas and aspects of our lives, some things are in the limelight and other things are kind of on the back burner. And allowing these harmonious or this harmonious dance, if you will, to happen in our life is a really easy way to keep our grace and to keep that flow going. However, a lot of people resist when you have the ebb in your life or when you have those things on the back burner. So this week's episode is all about how to embrace the ebb and also include the flow in your manifestation. So, as I mentioned, most people tend to focus on manifesting the outward things. But I've noticed that when folks tend to focus mainly on manifesting that outwardness, they tend to feel a void or a kind of a gap in their spiritual practice and in their resonance within themselves. So one of the things that I recommend is to really focus on the ebb as well as the flow, but mainly focus on the ebb. So what I'm talking about is figure out the feelings that you want with these outward things. Because many times when we manifest, we're focusing on the feeling of having that particular object or thing in our life. And so we get that thing, but then we forget the feelings because typically when we get that thing, it's not really what we expected it to be, or it holds a burden. Like, let's just say that you want a car. So you get a car, well, now you have car payments, or now you have to pay for the insurance, and a gamut of other things that happen. However, when you focus on the feeling or that internal aspect of the manifestation, then you can really allow yourself to find more value in the outward things. Now, many times people lack peace in their life. They lack that feeling of pure and utter safety. Now, if you are feeling some type of void, some type of dissonance, and you can't really put your finger on it, I challenge you this week to just sit and really ask yourself, what do I feel like I'm missing in my life? That internal feeling, not the outward stuff, but the internal feelings. Now, if you're feeling a lack of security or safety, or that feeling of peace, or that feeling of that deep connection with the divine, manifest that. And one of the ways that you can manifest it is being generally specific, is being, I want to feel peace in my heart. I want to feel peace in my life. I want to feel safety in my life. I want to feel safety in this relationship or that relationship or this aspect in my life. Whatever it is, that feeling that you really want to feel. And so that's a general feeling of, I want to feel safe. Okay, now be specific as to what aspect of your life you want to feel that in. And focus on just that. Focus on the general specificity of that particular. I want to feel safe in my relationship. I want to feel safe in my finances. And bring things into your being that will help you to feel that safetiness or that peace or that grace. And noticing this internal shift and embracing that internal shift and putting out there that you want to bring in this internal shift will allow you to manifest quicker these outward things. And you know, this is what I like to call the ebb and the flow. So the ebb is that internal, and if you feel that, and when you feel that internal peace and that internal state of being, that's when that external or that flow can really start to manifest. And doing this is a really easy, very effective way to become a very powerful and powerhouse manifester. So this week's challenge is to know that feeling and pay attention to the feeling that you want to have in addition to that external thing, but that you want to really have deep within you, and focus on manifesting that and bringing that intention into that internal part of your life, and really allow yourself to feel it. And then when you feel that feeling, then that outwardness or that flow will start to flow out, and your manifestations will start to come quicker and faster than you could have ever expected. And this is a surefire way to become fearlessly inspired. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or any other social platform, and email. Until next week, I'm wishing you a fearless and fabulous day. Bye-bye.